Around. We had several motoring warnings in force, and some of the worst of the weather has actually been in Wales. Just take a look at this. As we leave the clearer skies of Iberia, we just meet this swathe of cloud that's been covering the British Isles so far today, and that has brought some heavy rain with it. As I said, Wales has seen the wettest of the weather, and Cabell Cirrig, top of the table there, with 48 millimetres. That's a couple of inches. Now that's prompted the Environment Agency to issue several flood warnings, 3 in force now for Gwynedd, and a reminder of the floodline number. Now it's 0845 988 1188. Now thankfully in the last couple of hours the rain has started to peter out in North Wales, but there's still some rain around, shown here on the radar picture. That we're starting to see another plume of more persistent rain just coming in again across parts of southwest England, moving through into the Channel. So some pretty poor driving conditions, I think, for the next few hours along southern counties of England and maybe South Wales, and a pretty gusty wind. For the rest of us, yes, a lot of cloud around, but a hint of a few brighter spells, especially across northeastern parts of England, maybe eastern Scotland. And temperatures, a bit of a contrast, typically quite mild at around 13 or 14 degrees, but in northern Scotland, only around 6 or 7. Now the wind's also fairly gusty, especially on the south coast of England and Wales, a gusty southwesterly, those easing off for a time, and then another spell of windier weather coming up through tonight and Friday, and that'll bring more rain in as well. So for tomorrow's forecast, mild but cloudy for most of us. I think we'll see the most persistent rain pushing up into northeast Scotland through the day. Elsewhere, really just patchy, but later on in the day, another spell of rain comes in, a very changeable picture, and that'll cover many parts of Ireland and the southwest later on. Now that rain is linked to a rather more potent system, quite a nasty low that's developing in the Atlantic at the moment. And this is how it pans out at the moment. It's going to bring more rain in during tomorrow night, quite strong winds around the low as well, with gales in many areas. And by the time we get to Saturday, it looks as though the low will be sitting across northern Scotland, so gales for many parts of northern Britain, but at least the gales will be pushing the rain away into the near continent, so it will be brighter by Saturday, a bit chillier but brighter with sunshine and showers, and not too bad on Sunday. It still looks as though it'll be the better day of the weekend for most of us, not that warm but sunny, but a hint that some rain will come into the south later on. If you're heading further afield this weekend, some rather showery weather for the eastern Mediterranean. Many parts of Western Europe mild, but still very cold in the northeast, very chilly indeed.